Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Andrew, I saw that I forgot your corp. I got it. I'm still working on it. I just had to, produce the show.
No, I know that you're very busy.
I'm just teasing you.
Yeah, just feeling emotions. It was like everyone else's corp is there. Where is my corp?
I was also looking for the logo for yours, but it'd be better actually if somebody drew it for us.
Yeah, and I like it's fine as typographic too.
I have absolutely no idea what the Aether Technologies logo would look like. Be creative, and I will pluck one from the Aether. Get it?
No, I don't understand. Can you explain the joke to me? I'm sure it'll still be funny.
Well, you see, the name of my corporation.
All right, nerds. Let me add character sheets for everybody.
Yeah.
So so now that we're character created, or now that we've got corpse created, we can make characters, and these will be our next batch of runners. And then part of this will be taking jobs against the many corporations that are on the board.
Yeah.
So, and this is where that'll be the first stage where we start to see how having this many corporations changes the way the game works, because in the last one there was a lot of the clock started quite high the last arc that we did. Purely,
that was sort of my fault.
Purely because y'all took jobs against the same things, or took lots of jobs together, but also because there were fewer. Yeah, there were fewer corporations. Okay, so let's talk about who wants to be what. Do y'all have playbooks picked out?
Yes, I do, or at least.
All right. Well, you sound like you know what you're doing. What do you want to play?
I'm gonna be playing a hunter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a Krug hunter lady. That's my plan.
Okay, you're gonna be playing the hunter. What? Anybody else? I mean, Dave, you know what you want to play, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be hack.
Dave is going to hack the planet. Okay.
Such hacks.
Have you seen Hackers, Dave? You can say no. I'm not going to give you a hard time.
No.
Okay, you should watch it. You should find an hour and 40 minutes, and and just watch it. It's. I'm gonna make a lot of references, and I would like you to be able to know what they are.
Okay, I'll watch it after the stream.
You can do something else while you watch it. You don't have to devote your attention to it, but just make sure you watch it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. Blue Jay, do you know what you want to play?
Yeah, I think I'm going for a fixer.
Okay. Cool. All right. And then, what do you want to play, Andrew?
I'm gonna be a pusher.
So ideological.
Yeah, thinking about it, we're really legworky. Not much many of us can do stuff.
The hacker is such an
push.
action phase, and hunter is actually pretty good in the action phase too.
I have a freaking sniper rifle. It's gonna be fine.
It's just not gonna be the all right, Neat and QQ go in, guns blazing, tear up the place. Our action phase is not going to look like that.
It's the opposite.
Well, you're going to be able to take, you're going to take some very different jobs. No one would hire you to kill a bunch of people.
They might hire us to kill one person.
So,
very precisely.
Well, no. So the hunter isn't inherently an assassin, right? The hunter, the descriptions. Do you want to read the? I'm looking at page 50.
Sure, I will.
Let's go through and read the description. So what is just that what is the description of your character?
So I'm in the playbook.
Yeah, read the one from the playbook. It's a little longer.
84, yeah. There are millions of people in this sprawl and millions of secrets. An immense cloak of glass, ferrocrete, plasteel, and flesh. It's the perfect place to hide. Your contact skills and experience give you a firm grip on that cloak, letting you ease it back and find out what's hidden underneath. What happens then? Well, that depends on how much they're paying, doesn't it?
Yeah. So finding that which needs finding.
Yeah, basically.
And then afterwards, that'll depend. I think a hunter matched with a killer, you get your hunter-killer situation where it's I found him, and then they blow up. But a hunter paired
He's right there. I found him.
Yeah, a hunter paired with something else. Chat obviously is pointing out one of the big inspirations for the hunter here is Deckard from Blade Runner. Deckard sucked in a fight. Right? He would have died over and over if it weren't for other people helping him or Roy Batty giving up. So, you know, it's not about necessarily assassination. You do have a sniper rifle, which is great and useful, but you have a sniper rifle for a reason, because you're not about getting in and fighting.
Because you don't want to get shot back
exactly.
Yeah. So there's lots of, depending on the moves you take, there's lots of ways to come at playing a hunter, but it's not in the way that the killer is, like, all about finding and murdering. It's about the finding.
Killering.
Yeah, killering, exactly. Okay, cool. Andrew, do you want to read the description of the pusher?
Ideology is everywhere. If you don't see it and try to control it, you're a puppet of those who do. You believe in something bigger than the daily grind of life in the sprawl. You have a cause, a vision, or a mission. Perhaps it's a higher ideal, political change, social justice, revolution. Maybe it's simply to be the top dog in the junkyard. Whatever it is, when you start talking, people listen.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. So changing people's minds, having an agenda.
Yeah, like Dave's character is going to hack computer systems. My character is going to hack people's minds.
Yeah, but not quite in the same way, right? You change what people think, but you don't necessarily like get access to them. But I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see if this fits. This is going to be a weird group. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, Blue Jay, can you read the one for the fixer?
Yeah, sure. No matter what people may want to believe, it's a personal world down here in the shadows. If somebody wants something, it's not so important what it is. What matters is who you have to pay to get it. And make no mistake, someone's always going to get paid one way or another. As a fixer, you're a matchmaker. You make sure the right people get the merchandise and the right people get paid. Sometimes those people live and work in the same shadows as you. You can forge a career among those little people, trying to avoid the gaze and muscle of the megacorps. More commonly, fixers try to latch onto the big score, working for the suits who cruise down from their luxury arcologies in armored limousines, looking for professionals or suckers to take their high-risk, high-reward jobs. Mega corporate culture is full of middlemen, and sometimes those middlemen want to deal with a middleman of their own. Making the suits feel important is one of the many services you offer.
Nice. Cool. All right, so we'll see another a variation fixer.
Yeah.
To see how it goes this time. Cool. All right, and Dave, introduce us to the hacker.
Okay. Console cowboy, netrunner, decker. They're just words. Who gives a shit about words? Numbers are what matters now. Zeros and ones, baby. And when it comes to pay data, the more zeros, the better. You're the shadow in the network of cyberspace, going where you please, taking what you want. No mega corporate system is safe from your icebreakers. Black ice? Well, that makes it fun.
Awesome.
I have an important question about that paragraph.
Yes.
When it said the shadow, was that in all caps?
Yeah.
I wish. Not enough respect.
Is his code name gonna be Shadow? Should be.
Oh my gosh. Can we handle another character by Dave?
I mean,
Shadow?
The thing is, I'm pretty sure that Overwatch already has a hacker named the Shadow, so we can do better.
I thought her name was Cute Pixelated Pink Skull.
Cool. All right, so everybody have their playbook sorted out. You're going to want to choose a handle or street name for your character and describe their look. So go ahead and think about that. Sort of mess around with your character sheets there. And then we'll move on to assigning stats and what have you. Also, while the players are making some choices, audience, if you have not yet, and I'll try to find the link and post it either on Twitter or in the YouTube channel. There's a clip from an old TV show called Ghostwriter. That's like about a bunch of kids who have this writing ghost. There's a clip from that show, and if you search Ghostwriter cyberpunk, there's a clip of Julia Stiles. It's adorable and so uncomfortable, and she's like talking about cyberpunk. Trust me, it will be the best 2 minutes of your day if you take a moment to look that up.
Wait, what is this?
So there's an episode of Ghostwriter where they talk about cyberpunk in a really cheesy way. Yeah, I would play it here, but it's copyright that show, so I'll just let you look it up yourselves. Okay. So if you want to jump ahead and assign your stats, you can. You have your 6 stats: style, edge, cool, mind, meat, and synth, and you assign a 2 2 +1s, 2 +0s, and a -1. You'll probably get some boost, but each playbook, like most Powered by the Apocalypse games, will have like 1 or 2 that they're sort of focused on. So look for that, and then put that together there. Okay. Does everybody have name and look figured out for their character? It's funny, it's the first step in this game, but it's the last step in like most of the other Powered by the Apocalypse games.
Yeah, it's the hardest.
It is the hardest one. Okay, well you can skip it and come back to it if you want.
I've got
mine figured out.
Okay, what's yours, Andrew?
My character's name. So this is like perfect for my character concept, and it's one of the stock names. But I chose Relay. It's my character's name. Okay. My eyes are vulnerable. My face is serene. I can just broadcast this shit. What am I doing? There you go. Vulnerable, serene, augmented, avant-garde fashion, and artificial skin.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Excellent. Okay, and Elf? You have a character?
So yeah. My character's name is Katya.
Okay.
For some reason that didn't work. Even though it has.
Yes, eyes to be determined, face to be determined.
The thing is that I have them in here.
I mean, I didn't want to show you up or anything there, but there it is.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just because it hadn't saved it.
That's not even the right ones.
Yeah, it's weird because I was looking at your character sheet. That's okay. You can just read them. You can use your voice to describe your character to it.
Yeah, my eyes are searching. My face is impassive. My body is muscular. My wear is worn, and my skin is white.
Cool. Searching, impassive.
I imagine her to be like a fairly sizable Russian lady.
Cool. Cool. I dig it. Dave or Blue Jay, do you have names for your characters yet? Or do you want to wait and come back to you at the end?
I've got mine if you're not ready, Dave.
Yeah.
My character's name is Jinx. She's got cool eyes, a friendly face, a small body, streetwear, and she's Hispanic.
Nice.
She's like a baby Sombra.
Cool, friendly, and small.
Well, I mean, the friendly is for show, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, all friendliness is for show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Dave, you want to wait until the end for yours?
No, I got it.
You got it? Okay, what's your character's name?
It's D-Rez. D-Rez.
R-E-Z-Z or?
Yeah, R-E-Z-Z.
Cool.
Let's broadcast it. Let's see if it's worked.
Nope. No, I haven't saved it yet. All right. What does D-Rez look like?
D-Rez has impatient eyes, a hidden face, an awkward body, punk wear, and artificial-looking skin. Because that's one of the options, and I was like,
so what is your hidden face? What's hiding it?
Definitely one of those like big LED face masks that can do like emojis like Zero from Borderlands.
Nice. Yeah, cool. I like it. I like D-Rez and their awkward body.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So now everybody's going to assign stats if you haven't already, and then choose cyberware. So once you have chosen your cyberware, let me know, and I will ask you the cyber questions.
The
cyber question.
I've chosen my cyberware.
All right.
I know the answer to the questions too.
Okay. So let me just make a note here. So Katya, D-Rez, Jinx, and Relay. Okay. So Relay, what cyberware do you have?
I have a neural interface.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the questions again?
The questions are, so why did you get part of your body cut out and replaced with electronics?
Oh, it was forcibly done to me as a child.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, my character was sold to Krug at age 7. to be a Leviat worker.
Nice.
And they cut off all of their limbs, embedded a neural interface into their spine, and then put them inside of a robot body to do work.
I mean, not cool, but cool. Like, that's a cool idea. That's a horrible atrocity. It's not cool.
Yes. Yeah, no, exactly. So, like...
I'm interested in the idea, and sometimes I just say cool when something is interesting to me.
Yeah, so their body is, like, super stunted because it was, like, horribly traumatized at a very young age. So, like, they've never really been through puberty. And they have this, like... The neural interface is, like, every section of their spinal column has this, like, little hourglass-shaped plate on it with like leads, and so they can like jack in by way of these leads along their back. Cool. And it used to be that they were like full of cables and strung into this crazy robot rig.
Nice. Okay, cool. Elf, do you have your cyberware figured out?
I do. I am taking a tactical computer.
Nice.
What that allows me to do is, in a tactical situation, if I assess in a tactical situation, I get to hold one even if I miss. So
nice.
I always get to assess one thing if it's a tactical situation.
And oh, I forgot to. Well, I didn't have to ask. You told me, but just to clarify the mechanics, Andrew, your character, you have forced was the choice that you picked, and then how did you afford to have someone cut out part of your body? It's owed, right? Your own.
It's either what are the options?
So you scrimped and saved to buy it yourself. Someone else paid for it. Now you owe them. You're owned. Or you fuck someone over to get it. You're hunted. So one of the bottom two, probably.
I am owned, I guess. Yeah, I think it's the most appropriate one. And then basically, like, someone at some point, either myself or someone else, like, helped me break out.
So in this
and
case,
that's why my character has their whole like vision thing.
So maybe hunted is more appropriate because
I think hunted might be more on point, even though it's basically that I'm owned.
Well, hunted is, in this case, you were owned, then you got away, and they're hunting for you so they can own you again.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right, so plus hunted. Okay. Sorry, anyway, Katya, continue. You have your tactical computer. Why did you get part of your body cut out and replaced with electronics?
Why it would be for, I imagine it's for, like, a career. You know, it's the job one.
Okay.
And because she used to be like a Krug acquirer, the kind of person who would have gone to purchase and acquired the newly newly sourced Andrew's character, for example, when that was a thing.
Cool.
So for career, and it's
interesting too, because if you we're gonna have to figure out why, like, how you got away from her, why you don't work for Krug anymore, because you're in a party with someone you could just turn into Krug for money.
Yeah. And I imagine actually that I'm probably hunted as well. If only because that'll make more narrative sense.
Okay, yeah. So
like maybe I helped out.
You fuck someone over to get your computer. So you're both hunted by Krug. Okay. So much for doing it different than last time, nerds.
I mean, look, I made these plans before we started making all this new cool shit.
It's cool. It's fine. Okay. Let's see.
No, I'm gonna change that. Okay. Adam, if I can. Can I have those two things be related to the combat instead?
Yeah, sure.
Oh shit, you're a mobster.
Yeah.
Yeah, hunter for the mob. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, cool.
Cool.
I like it. All right. Drez, you have your cyberware?
Yeah. I do not get to choose. I have a neural interface with data storage.
Okay.
Because I am a hacker and I need to be able to jack in, and that is what allows me to do it.
Okay. So neural interface. And why did you get it?
Because being a meat human sucks.
Enthusiasm, then?
Enthusiasm, yeah.
Nice.
I can't remember where you see the.
They're on
see the
page
questions.
54.
Okay, yeah, it's enthusiasm then.
Okay. All right. And how did you afford to have someone cut out part of your body? Did you scrimp and save to buy it yourself? Did someone else pay for it? Now you owe them, or did you fuck somebody over to get them?
Yeah, I fucked somebody over to get them.
Who was it?
I probably blackmailed them into doing it by hacking without this in a really crude way, getting information on them, and then saying like, okay, just let me hack better in the future, and I won't do it to you anymore.
Okay, that'd be a complicated blackmail to get a neural computer. Like, I'm gonna blackmail you to do neurosurgery on me. Why didn't they just kill you?
Because I had more important data on their competitors, and they couldn't have that if I was dead.
Oh, and Dave, don't forget that you had it all set with a timer so that if you didn't wake up from the surgery, it would just broadcast it all anyways, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course, have a dead man switch.
Nice. Okay. So who did that? Do you have an idea of who that someone like worked for? Who do they belong to?
Probably Aether Tech.
Okay.
Yeah, they probably trained me to hack, and then I blackmailed them with the hacking that they taught me because they were gonna like make me redundant with their AI stuff, and then I sold somebody else out.
Did you also work for Aethertech then? Were you like a hacker, like on their team, or like a software engineer or something?
I imagine they're a pretty good source of information on.
Right. So this getting your neural computer, your neural interface was your bailing out, right? It was your like, was your department about to get automated, and then you're like, no, give me this computer, I'm out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
You can't make me redundant. I'll become a super cool hacker dude.
You can't fire me. I quit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Anderson. So Jinx, that leaves Jinx.
Yeah. I have a neural interface with data storage.
Okay.
And that's got the tags. I don't have a lot of sense, and I have to pick like one of 3 things. So it's got encrypted and high capacity, and I use it to just like record every conversation I ever have with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it, I think, for memory reasons, to have more like memory. And I scrimped and saved to buy it myself because I'm a young independent punk, and I think that it's substandard.
Okay.
Like, so anything I record on it is just like glitchy and weird, but it's still fine.
So everything, all these choices that we make as we go are inviting complication or whatever. Are you, because it's substandard and it's about memory, are you okay with me messing with the things that you think that you remember and being like, cool, yeah, you remember meeting this person, and then you're like, hey, and they're like, I don't know you. Like, I mean, in the same way that I would make moves throughout the game, like I can do whatever I was
thinking substandard more like what I record on there isn't always like really good quality stuff, and I might not be able to like access it, and it like might, well, maybe it's more like,
it's like unreliable.
That's unreliable, not substandard. Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's unreliable then. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, that's more the kind of like scrimp and save. Like, it's not necessarily the best shit, but like
it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it does what I want to do most of the time, and I didn't have to go to some fancy corporation to get them to put it in my brain.
I mean, that corporation made it, but yes, I know what you mean. No, it's yours.
Me neither. It was just the mob.
Yes, right. Okay, cool. Your next step is to choose moves. So do you Katya, do you have your moves chosen?
I'm still picking the last one.
Okay. Does anybody have all their moves figured out?
I think I do.
Okay. What are you taking?
So I get hustling, and that's you have people that work for you. I have 2 crew and 2 jobs, and the jobs that I have are petty theft, which is you have a small crew who performs minor local robberies. Profit is gear. Disaster is they rob the wrong guy.
Okay, let's talk about that a little bit. So you have, it's one gang that does 2 things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are these people?
They're kids. They're street kids. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, like fucking Lost Boys. And we're all part of sorry, Andrew, what's your character's name?
Relay.
We're all part of Relay's like group of like anti-establishment people or whatever. And we're like, my character is also a kid, so we're just like young, rash, like street rat.
When you say
Aladdin
kid,
people.
like give me a age range.
I say my character is like 16, but the kids that are doing the petty theft might be even younger, like 12 or something.
Okay.
Really young. But
Alright,
not
and
like
what's the other job that they do?
addictive substances. We also do drugs, have drugs, sell drugs.
I was gonna say, I imagine you deal them rather than just doing them. That's not very profitable.
Oh yeah, obviously, like there's that too. And then the third move that I got is that I get another job, and that's deliveries. So people hire me to transport things, and that we have a driver who takes care of that. So one of my gang like has like wheels.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. That sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pusher relay. While we're on the subject, do you have your moves?
Yeah, so I have driven, which is when you begin a mission that furthers your vision, roll edge, and then I get hold, and I can spend the hold to make myself get +1 or -2 to the move.
Okay.
And then I have vision thing, and vision thing is when I have time and space for an emotional connection with someone, and I passionately advocate for my vision, I roll style. And on a 10+ I get 2 hold, on a 7 to 9 I get 1, and I can spend the hold to have NPCs give me things I want, do things that I ask them to, fight to protect me or my cause, or disobey an order given by someone with authority or leverage over them.
Cool.
And then when I use it on a PC, it lets me help or interfere with them. And my vision thing is about cyborg body emancipation now.
Okay.
So
can you tell me a little bit more about that?
We live in a world in which people's bodies are not owned by them. And that is a bad thing. And, you know, like my character was basically sold into slavery. And so they're just not really into that kind of stuff.
Cool. Okay.
They want to tear down the established order that rules over people's bodies and form an independent nation of emancipated cyborgs.
Nice.
Basically, I am an ultranationalist, but with a made-up country.
I like it.
And then I have the move Believers, because those 2 previous ones are like my required moves.
Yeah,
and then my first optional move is Believers. I am part of a revolutionary militia. I can go to them for aid, resources, or to hide out until the heat dies down. As a group, they're pretty trustworthy, but they will make demands of me in return. So my gang counts as a contact. By default, this group has a core of about 20 people, as well as various associates and groupies various associates and groupies. It is a political gang. It is small, so it has, well, actually, I'm still waffling on the size.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I want it to be, actually, no, it has to be small, because otherwise I'm not in charge of it, and I've like positioned myself as the leader, as this like pusher character, right? So, yeah, so it's small, so it's 10 or fewer people, loyal, mobile, well-armed, and specialists.
Okay.
We have some turf. It is a small area, probably including like a warehouse or something in some like industrial district that we've like reclaimed and turned into our little like HQ. The tags that the gang has, let's see, we are hard to find, which I think goes both ways. It's both we're like hard to find for other people, and then also like they're hard for me to find a lot of the time, or they're like not always around. And our main gigs are scavenging and politics. Cool. And then like Blue Jay's character is part of the organization, but like all of her gigs do not fall under my umbrella, if that makes sense. Like she's kind of running her own stuff.
Yeah, her own side thing.
But she like fits under our umbrella, so she might count as one of my 10 people in my like direct immediate gang.
Cool.
Yeah, but I got my own people because I'm an independent operator.
Yeah.
Well, exactly, right? So like all of your people are yours. They do
Yeah.
not fall under my umbrella. There's no overlap as far as that goes. You're like a separate crew, but then your character I consider part of my like inner circle.
Okay, cool. Do you have your moves, Dave?
I do, yeah. My first main one is to jack in, which means I have all the matrix moves, which I'm going through and copying in now.
Okay.
Which I guess we can talk about. I mean, we could do it now, we could do it later.
Yeah, I need to read all the matrix stuff
choices.
still, so let's not worry about it too much right now.
Okay, that's fine. My other one is console cowboy, which is when you connect to a secure system or mind and it's gaining hold, and you spend the hold to prevent a construct from triggering an alert, avoid an ICE routine, or increase your hold over compromised security or manipulated systems. So it's like how much you dig your claws into whatever you're working on.
Okay.
And I choose one of these, and I've chosen programming on the fly, which is that you can adapt your programs to the specific weaknesses of matrix constructs as you encounter them, and you successfully compromise security or manipulate systems, which are two of my matrix moves. Hold +1.
Cool.
Because I like thematically the idea of being flexible.
Yeah, I dig it.
That's a little bit overwhelming. Making a hacker is way more complicated than making the last class I made, for sure.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll go over the hacker stuff, and you and I can kind of talk between sessions if there's any questions you have. Okay, Elf.
Yeah. So my moves are ear to the ground, which is I have a knack for loosening lips and picking up information. When you circulate among a neighborhood or a group of people, you may research to gather information. It all fits together. You're a master of making connections between seemingly unrelated events. At the start of the mission, roll edge, 10 + 3 hold, 7 to 9 1 hold. As you put everything together during the mission, you may spend 1 hold at any time to ask a question from the research list.
Cool.
Sorry. Sniper. When you set up a covered and concealed place to hide, roll cool. 10+, choose 3. 7 to 9, choose 2. Your site's well hidden. Your site is excellent cover. Your site is an excellent field of view. You have a similarly covered and concealed backup location. Your spot is well secured, and then you describe it. Those are the various things you could pick 2 or 1 of or whatever. And last but not least, eye for detail. You're a master at tailing people and staking out locations. When you perform surveillance on a person or place, gain intel and roll assess.
Nice. Okay, this group is way more punk than the last one was, and this is going to be like, yeah, considerably more like revolutionary. Like when I make missions, they're going to need to come not from like a corporation being like, hey, we'll pay you to fuck over this other corporation. They'll have to be like, I think they're going to tie things into the vision, and it's good that all the characters kind of can fit into that.
Yeah,
I like it. Cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure how super into your specific vision I am, but I am definitely just like, if it's a thing that's gonna fuck over a corporation or like help somebody by screwing somebody else over, I'm just like, yeah, let's just do it.
I love it. There's because you got to have somebody like that who's like, they're like, are you really like politically aligned with this group? And they're like, no, I just like burning shit down. I just like wrecking things. Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah, if you give me a chance to manipulate a system and just like blow up a warehouse somewhere, like from the safety of my own keyboard, then I'm just like, yeah,
Chaos
I like your picture choice, Blue Jay.
I was literally looking for like baby Sombra, and I just found like actual Jinx. I think. So it works out.
It looks cool.
Okay, so gear. You should be able to just choose from your items on the list.
Oh yeah, I forgot about guns.
Oh yeah, gear.
Yeah,
I forgot about all those guns I need.
I gotta get the sniper rifle.
We don't have to worry about that right now. We can jump ahead to directives and stuff. We can talk about how your characters are geared up next time.
I have a very important piece of gear.
Yeah.
to list, which is that I have SimSense recording equipment and an encrypted comms relay. And my character's whole jam is that they are always broadcasting their experiences so that people can tune in and experience the like fiery heart of the revolution and be inspired to like, I'm like the ultimate figurehead.
Yeah, empathy with the machine.
Yeah, so I'm constantly like self-scraping my emotions and broadcasting them out.
Cool, I like it.
And that's like a big part of how the character like does stuff. I'm definitely taking the famous move down the line.
I've picked my gear. It took me all of 2 seconds.
Is it a sniper rifle?
Well, there is a sniper rifle involved, of course. And I imagine it to be like this big, like Krug rivet gun, basically. Just like you put a rivet in someone's head from hundreds of meters away, you know, like that kind of thing. Just this nasty looking industrial piece.
Cool.
And of course, secondary is the heavy revolver because I can't.
Yeah, you gotta have the Deckard gun.
I can't pass up a heavy revolver.
Gun is so cool.
Yeah, I can't pass up a heavy revolver when it becomes an option.
As a quick aside, if you haven't like read the blog post or whatever, there's a bunch of them floating out there. The dude from Mythbusters, Adam Savage, he had this like personal quest to make the perfect replica of the blaster from Blade Runner. So if you're interested in that gun as a prop or as like a thing, definitely like look into it. There's all these different versions that he made and like how he built the gun, and it's so cool. It's
he's a props guy, right?
Yeah, he's a props guy. Yeah.
By the way, also I have an armored coat and a nondescript sedan.
Nice. It's good to have a chair that doesn't draw a lot of attention. Just put it in the side of the room and just sit there and read your books. Okay, cool. Good. Let's talk about, unless anybody else has gear stuff they want to like go over.
I got it figured out. It wasn't too hard.
Okay.
I have a semi-auto pistol, 2 harm, close or near, loud and quick. I have an armored coat, which is 1 armor, and then I think I might get a flashy motorcycle.
Perfect. Do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly the kind of irresponsible purchase that a kid with too much money would make.
Oh yeah.
Dave, did you get anything other than a cool cyber deck?
Yeah, picking the cyber deck's quite complicated, especially since I picked the performance deck. So, yeah, you pick the deck and then you pick the programs, and I need to read the things more specifically.
You can do that. What really matters is that it has a cool name.
Yes, I need to think of a cool name for it. I don't know, like
probably like a Japanese word, and then maybe some flashy sounding nonsense and a number. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I have noticed one of my gear options is an armored fridge.
An armored fridge.
Yeah, it's so that
3 armor immobile.
Nice.
When they bomb your house, you just go hide in the fridge, right? And then they nuke your spot.
That's got to be a reference to something. It's going over my head, but yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, like I've not bought it yet. I'm just like, why is that? Okay, yep, cool.
Wicked. Okay, cool. So directives. You will choose 2 of the 4 personal directives for your character. I believe is how that works. It sounded like Andrew, you had some ideas of what you wanted.
All the directives for the pusher are total crap for my concept. I was wondering if you would mind if I branched out.
No, you just make up your own. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the like general directives.
Basically, here's the rules for making your own directive. It has to jeopardize the mission for the sake of something else, and it should create tension between like you and the group if the group is focused on doing the mission.
I mean, I played Burning Wheel before. I can do this.
Exactly, you know what you're doing.
And there's the section of just like the general
ones,
ones, which I'm gonna pull from, so we'll be balanced and in canon and all that kind of stuff.
Where's the section for the general ones?
I'm trying to find a page reference for you. Just hold
on.
Yeah, exactly. The Yokai Imperator 8800. Yeah, just think of some weeb stuff, throw in like a flashy sounding techno word, and then pick a number that sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I think I want violent as one for me.
That makes sense for like a little gang leader
to overcome a problem. Yeah, and then probably also financial, because I want to be independent and not rely on anybody.
Both good motives, definitely.
That's gonna be me.
Okay.
Did you find the page reference yet, Andrew? Because I'm still
looking.
Cool.
I went past it. I gotta backtrack.
Okay. Do you know yours?
Here it is. It's page 144 of the PDF.
I have Vengeful, which is when you harm the combatant or their interests, mark experience. And then I think I'm gonna do Behavioral, which is like a code of ethics thing, and when your code of ethics gets in the way, like mark experience. But
right, and that's again with the burning wheel, like that's like writing an instinct. Like if I do, like if I will never do this, and then when you have to choose between doing the thing and not doing it, then yeah,
exactly.
I'm into it. Okay, and then Blue Jay, you guys, do you want to look at do you want to take some time and look at the directives and figure them out between, because you can make up your own. I'm okay with that. Do you know what yours are? Yeah, you're okay with yours, Dave?
Yeah, I'm gonna do custom ones, but I'm fairly sure of what they are already.
Okay.
The first one I think is going to be like mayhem or destructive or something, and it's just going to be like when you can take a little bit of extra time to make sure something explodes spectacularly or like malfunctions in a ridiculous way, instead of like jacking out or doing what I'm supposed to be doing on the mission.
Okay, so something about causing collateral damage, probably, like when you, because it's got to be and we'll take time to like get him exactly phrased right. But yeah, I know what you're going for. We'll just find a way to phrase it. When you take the time to like make a scene or blow something up or like cause more damage than you need to, and it endangers the mission. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I feel that.
It's basically going to be that.
Okay.
And also probably deceptive, because I figure if I'm going with like the LED face mask, I might as well just go the whole hog and just like have a different story for every single person about like my background and just lie to people all the time.
Stars? Yeah.
Just lie all the time.
Okay. Chaotic teenage sounds like your character.
So
Pretty
when
much.
your lies about your identity put the mission at risk?
Yes.
Deceptive? Cool.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
And yeah, Adam, I'm going to take the illustrious one. So when my desire for fame draws unwanted attention to the mission, mark experience.
Nice.
And then I'm either going to take compassionate or where's the one? Or I might take proselytizing.
Okay. Yeah, you can think about it. We get some time. Fake Alex Blue in chat has notified me that the armored fridge is a reference to Netrunner, which makes a fuck of a lot more sense than it being an Indiana Jones reference.
Yeah.
Netrunner used to be a very popular card game, and then wasn't, and now is again. So okay, let's do links. Let's count up these clocks. So each player describes and introduces their character, which we've done. Each player will tell everyone about a job they did against one of the corporations in the game. Describe your character's role in the job. Name the corporation you ran against. The character should play the leading role in the job, either in charge of the entire operation or providing a critical skill around which the mission was based. Then I will start the countdown clock. The player to your left, according to the layout, will tell you how they were involved. They take +1 links with your character. I'll advance the clock. Continuing to left, they tell you if you were involved. And then we do this till everyone's had a chance. Let us begin with, I don't know, someone want to volunteer? It doesn't really matter where we start. I was going to start with Dave, but.
Yeah, Dave.
That's fine.
All right, Dave. Who did you do a job against?
I did a job against Disney Bezos, because they're a bunch of fucking losers who think they're really cool and really famous. And so basically me and a group of other like cool hacker dudes like sabotaged some like massive YouTube rewind style like gathering where they had like princesses together.
Nice.
That would be a high profile, like Yeah, that'd be a high profile thing. Like they have a big event where they like get all the most like popular broadcasters of the year together, and like it's basically like New Year's Eve in Times Square, and then you and your like lulsec friends.
Yeah, we like sabotaged all their VR dresses and stuff. So there was like wardrobe malfunctions, and then the sprinklers went on, and then something exploded.
Yeah, I just imagine the group of you like in your fucking black trench coats, just being like sipping your Mountain Dew, being like nerds. Awesome. Yeah. All right, so sabotaged a big Disney Bezos like gala event. Cool. Yeah, and people still remember
for fun.
It's like a big, yeah.
Just for fun, not for any corps, just for fun.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Was anybody else? I guess we go through. Jinx, were you involved in that?
Heck yeah.
You were the Panther Moderns to his case.
Yeah, I was like, he was hanging back, and I was just getting all up in it, being like,
right.
And like, cool. Yeah, no, it was great. Like basically like the kid under the table that like yanks and like the whole like wedding cake like falls over. That was me.
Nice. I like it. Okay. All right.
So do I mark the link with Jinx, or does Jinx mark the link with me?
If your character was involved, if their character was involved, they take +1 link with you. So Jinx takes a link with Drez. Okay. Relay, were you involved in these shenanigans?
No.
Okay. All right. I assume also that probably Katya, you were not.
No.
Okay. All right. So it's 1 to start the clock. The clock starts at nothing, and then 1 advance, because the advances only happen per person. Okay. All right. Jinx, tell us about a job you did, and who was it against?
Oh, I did a job against the Hasty Mart. Several Hasty Marts, probably.
How dare you? They just
several Hasty Marts. Yeah.
All right. So
me and my gang of kid criminals just like basically went in there and like just stole shit and wrecked the place and like graffitied everywhere, and probably like if someone was involved.
I love how your job is we robbed a convenience store.
Yeah, we did though.
No, I love it. It's good.
Yes.
It's really good.
But like they did all of the convenience stores in a certain district.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It was, like,
I was saying if
dozens
someone was
of these
involved
things.
who like had like computer stuff, then we just made them like give away their shit for free, and the like a 3D printer printed like really like lewd shit.
Nice.
And
I have such an idea.
It's just
how I help
churning out dildos.
yeah, and it was definitely me getting like all of the street kids in like a really wide area to hit like every Hasty Mart.
Oh my fucking god.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Relay, were you involved in this?
Yes.
Yeah. And what did you do? Did you politicize this chaos?
Well, yeah, because this wasn't just about. It was bigger than just the crew. It was about this like flash mob, like theft and sabotage of Hasty Marts, because they perpetuate the like the addictive enslavement of emotion.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Technology. It's just chaos, dude.
I love it. I love the interaction between these two characters already. Like, listen, there's a political reason for this, but I don't need to tell you. Just get on your bike and go and ruin things.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
into it.
All right. Katya, were you involved in Operation Churning Out Dildos?
No, I don't think I was.
All right. Okay. And then Drez?
Yes, because we decided the best way to end this mission, I think, was to actually have all of like the dildo machines also contain explosives. So when they realized that they were going to be triggered and exploded, they went real fucking big. Like we 3D printed explosives inside an exploding shop. It would have been great.
And yeah, they all simultaneously blew up.
Well, they exploded to like different pitches, and it plays a song or something.
Yeah.
Remember what we were talking about at the beginning about Project Mayhem?
just hearing you guys describe the way that your characters are makes me think I maybe should have made like a killer or something.
No, well, this is the thing, is that like it's all indirect
I'm
and
a
it's all
little
very
shit.
petty.
Yeah.
So plus
We're both little shits please this time. It's been
Yeah.
Well,
great.
so I mean, again, the power dynamic that's developing here is probably that Katya and Relay have more in common than Katya and the other members of the group, and Relay is the way in that way. Like,
It also sounds to me like Katya is definitely the oldest.
Yes.
You know, like 100%. Oh,
Yeah.
My character is in their 20s but trapped in a child's body.
So
My
Relay,
character is a child.
tell us
in
about
every way.
your job.
Uh
Oh, and Hasty Mart needs to go up one more.
Well, I thought 2 people were involved in that.
Yeah, there were. Yeah, Hasty Mart needs to go up to 2.
Oh.
So there was this job where Sun Industries had some work crews, and we liberated them from this one sector because they were forcibly implanting cybernetics into them.
Okay.
And so we went in there and got those people out. We like smuggled them out.
Nice. Okay, so liberation op. Okay. Cool. Katya, were you involved in this?
Sorry, who was this against?
Sun.
Oh yeah. No, I was involved for sure.
Okay, so Katya, mark a link.
Yeah, I definitely helped you scope out the locations as to like where these people were actually being held. As well as acquiring security codes from a guard or something.
Yeah, like helping us get in.
Okay. Wicked. Drez, were you involved in this job?
Nah, doesn't sound very fun.
Okay, Jinx.
Well, I mean, like, did Relay like ask me to help out? Because I would totally have, been there for you, man. Like,
that's just so perfect. Just like, I would have like been there for you or whatever.
I'm gonna need a yes or a no on.
Yeah, it was like the whole squad was
okay.
involved,
Then yes, I was there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And then lastly, Katya, let's talk about your job.
I did a job against the Commandant. Because, there's nothing like screwing over your former employers.
Yep.
And as a person with inside information, I thought it would be best to hit them where it hurts and, roll over a couple of their illegal, gambling operations or something. In one of the Krug.
You investigated
residents.
and narked them out to Krug?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Nice. Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Was there any human trafficking going on at these sites?
I mean, the Commandant are known to be involved in many shady things, but this
was one of these a brothel or anything like that? Because if so, my character would totally be involved.
Yeah, I definitely think it could be.
I mean, yeah, that seems right. Gambling and prostitution.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, count me in.
So many people work off their debts somehow.
Okay. Well, we're supposed to start with Drez. So Drez, were you involved in this?
Yeah, basically just because like gambling stuff typically has like really decent like security and stuff, and
Right.
it would have just been a really important like test for me.
Yeah.
Because like
data.
obviously, yeah, lots of pay data, who they've got.
Yeah, you hacked
on
the
debt.
mob. That's cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's elite. Okay.
Yeah, and how do you spell Katya?
Katja.
Okay, that's correct.
Okay. Were you involved in this job, Jinx?
I don't know. The mob's tough shit, man.
Yeah, they're like you, but bigger and tougher and cooler.
I think I'm scared of them.
You're like, I know what they do to people. I don't want to fuck with those guys.
Not with that. No,
Mhm.
no. I mean, yeah, it's cool and all. You guys are cool. If you end up dead, I'm gonna take all your shit.
Yeah. And then Relay, you said you were in this.
Yeah, I'm in for sure.
All right.
And so, given that I was in on Katya's job and Jinx's job, I should have +1 with each of them. And then, even though I went on, or Drez went on my job, or didn't. No, never mind. Yeah, so I have 0 with Drez. 1 with
Yeah,
Jinx,
it's
1 with
when you
Katya.
go, not when you have people come.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I did my stuff correctly.
Yeah, like I have one with you because you went on my job. Wait, no, because I went on your job, Relay.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah,
have
it's when you join
with
someone on
Drez
a
because I went on
mission.
Drez's job.
Great, I did it correctly.
You did it. Congratulations. Okay. Wicked. So there are three corps at like very mild alert, 1 at very, very mild alert, and then the rest don't know you exist, which is what you want.
It's the way I like it.
Yeah. Cool. That's that.
Rather than us all straight up stacking Krug.
Let's be real though, we're gonna still fuck over Krug. Like,
I mean, I hate Krug.
Just because they're just such good villains.
I'm keeping the heat low with everyone else so that I can just gun for Krug for the rest of the fucking
I have
game.
to work on my Russian accent. I gotta listen to Zarya voice lines for like the next week.
Like big fuzzy Siberian bear.
Well, with a little luck, we won't have another TPK where the K stands for Krug next time. You got some room from them. But yes, if anybody wants to make us some cool new logos for Faith, Aether Technologies, Hasty Mart, or a modified cyberpunk version of the Sun logo, please do so, because God knows I have no graphic design skills. And I believe that is that for character creation. So if there's anything like, Dave, you look at the Matrix stuff, I will also look at the Matrix stuff, and we will work it out. And we'll come back next time with some.
There's a good shout in chat. We've not actually done defined gender stuff for any of our characters.
Yeah. I mean, I think I made notes. Everybody referred to their character using pronouns already, but we can go through them again. Elf.
It's
female.
Okay.
She, her.
Okay. Relay.
Relay is a they them they're an NB. Because they never got to go through puberty or like have a body.
Sad day.
Krug doesn't care about gender. Krug, it's irrelevant. It was not.
Your gender is robot.
Yeah, it was exactly. It wasn't important to you because you don't get to participate in society. So shut up.
Robot.
Your gender is comrade worker. Now get back to work.
And then now that they're out of all that, they're just like, whatever. I'm just do it all. They just have like, their fashion's gonna be fun for sure.
Okay. Blue Jay, your character.
She, her.
Okay, and then D-Rez?
I'm actually going to go for just a kind of fluid, just to mess with people.
Okay.
If that is not offensive. I just want to check. Just taking that construct and being.
That question.
It doesn't offend me, certainly. I mean, it's a very punk thing to be like, fuck gender and just like do whatever, right?
Gender queer is a thing. You can just be like.
And your whole character is all about lying to people, right?
Yeah.
And like disguising your identity.
Yeah. So it would make sense that you're just like.
Okay. As soon as you start pretending to be someone else, you realize that you've always been that like all gender is performative, and so it's all bullshit, and you can just do whatever, right? So I could see that being a place that the character goes very quickly if they're doing a lot of like layered, nested pseudo identities.
Yeah, I like it. Cool. Sweet. Wicked. All right. Well, we will let everybody know when we're playing again. We've got a little bit of schedule disruption due to a couple of things, but keep an eye on the Roll20 Twitter. Also, I always post the shows on my my events page on Twitch, so you can make sure you know when we're gonna play. So I'll get those updated and make sure we can let you know so you can not miss the first episode. I guess until next time, let's bid our dear little cyberpunk friends farewell for the time being. Elf, do you want to practice your Russian accent some more?
Oh, with a cold as well? Okay. All right.
Oh, you don't have.
Come by my stream. Distracted elf. I'm not... I can't do this accent. It's really hard. I gotta listen to like more fucking stuff.
Having a cold actually wrecks the part of your like voice box that you need to use in order to do a Russian accent, so I wouldn't even bother.
All right.
It's not gonna work.
All right. Well, never mind. Come to my stream. It's a place where we do streaming things. Play Blades on Mondays with Andrew as well.
I watched you play Stellaris the other day, and it was pretty cool. I didn't understand anything that was going on, but it was cool to look at all that space stuff. And you
the vast kobold space empire. Yeah, doing pretty well. I'm probably gonna do something lame, like stream some League of Legends tonight or something, because I'm bored. So yeah, cool. Come hang out.
Sounds good. Blue Jay, why don't you go next?
I'm Blue Jay. And just come to my stream, okay? It's great. And I won't shoot you with a rocket launcher, which evidently is something that I do. I guess the character. Yeah, no, it's great. Anyway, twitch.tv/bluejay or Twitter, bluejay_712. I think I'm finally going to be able to get back to reading my book on stream tonight with my new mic, and it's going to be good times. And you're just going to basically like be lulled into a wonderful sense of, I don't know, weird English literature nostalgia. So,
fantastic. Dave, friend Dave.
Yep. Hello, everybody. So you can follow me on Twitter at Dave_the_humor. Yesterday, if you saw the D&D stream, I promised that I would start making good on some of my 5th edition D&D design stuff and maybe make a Patreon of it. I instantly, of course, regretted this because it's holding myself accountable to actually having to do something useful. So I'm going to still try and do it. I'm not going to give you a time frame, but just to reiterate that I really want to do it, so I'm going to try really hard. So keep an eye on Twitter for updates on that. Until then, buying stuff.
Most of the time when people mention like, oh, check out this homebrew D&D thing, I'm like, oh, okay, I will politely look at this a little bit and then not touch it again because it's usually really bad. But if I trust anybody to make cool stuff for D&D, Dave, it's you. So I'm curious to see what you come up with. Cool. Okay. And then last wise, but certainly not least wise, Andrew?
I'm constantly synth streaming my consciousness to the internet so that you can experience the revolution. If you would like to tune into that, please find me on Twitter at Commuting Crow or twitch.tv/actualfactual. And later today, I will be streaming some more Magical Girl tabletop RPG development stuff. So you can come check that out on my channel, probably at like 4 p.m. today.
Cool. I'm excited. Game development. It's a cool thing. Cool. All right. Well, that's it for us. As always, you can find past shows on our Twitch channel, right down here, wherever you're watching this. If you're watching on Twitch, or in the archives on our YouTube channel. We've got lots of playlists, hours and hours of great role-playing content. So go check that out. But more importantly, play a damn role-playing game yourself. Don't rely on us to do it for you. Gather your friends, get your party together, and make it happen because it's super fun. You can make up your own cyber corporations. We will see everybody next time. Whenever next time is, we'll let you know. And thanks for coming. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.